Now, Pope Francis, the kid's just making news every week. Mm-hmm. He's really just like dropping, it's almost like he's dropping mixtapes or he's making wrestling promos. Every week he's got smoke with something. The kid's just got smoke. You know, this kid, he spends more time in front of the camera than he does in the basement with the children. Allegedly. So Pope Francis, again, like I said in the outro, this is like his third harangue where he's come out, and now he's attacking cancel culture. I mean, what is he, a fucking comedian? I mean, what? Can anyone stay in their goddamn lane anymore? I mean, you're Pope, dude. Okay, you're supposed to get in your Pope mobile of bulletproof glass because you have so much faith in God, and you're supposed to go have people in the third world just put their hands up and try to touch your Pope mobile while you do this and wave your humble little hand in your gold $400,000 hat and tell people that they're going to heaven. You're not supposed to be commenting on cancel culture like you're on the Camilla network. I mean, what are we doing here? So Pope Francis has come out against diversity hires, apparently. He took aim at cancel culture. He's 85 years old. I mean, how boomer is this, dude? That'd be funny if just someone in the audience was just like, boomer! Boomer! Without giving specific examples, he attacked, quote-unquote, agendas increasingly dictated by a mindset that rejects the natural foundations of humanity and the cultural roots that constitute the identity of many people. I consider this a form of ideological colonization, and that leaves no room for freedom of expression and is now taking the form of the cancel culture. He probably has an Italian accent or something. Where's he from? Romania? I don't know. Invading many circles and public institutions. So apparently Pope Francis listens to the Long Days podcast. It's ironic coming from a Catholic institution because they have a nice history of cancel culture.
Oh yeah, they're the originals.
They're the originals. They're the original. They used to cancel culture's light compared to excommunication or execution. So I will give him this. He is an authority on the issue. The Catholic Church is an authority on the issue. They also are very good at canceling out the innocence of children. Mm-hmm. They do a good job of canceling that. Now that I can say with that's been detailed. I don't even need to say allegedly there. Jesse just gets nervous because he knows what's coming, dog. When you ride with the Robo Cheese, expect that the train's going to go off the track a few times. Welcome to the Fediverse. We flirt with demonetization on a regular basis, but why would that upset you at home? Why do you care? Okay? I'm doing this. I'm flogging myself for you. I'm hurting my own bank account for your own amusement. Where else could you get this recklessness from the delicious maniac you see before you, who happens to clean up very nicely when I get my eyebrows threaded and my hair cut by my mother-in-law by the fire? So, mother-in-law's done with COVID and she's back on duty, making meatballs and cutting my hair. So that's what it is. That's what us stars do. We have our mother-in-laws cut our hair. John Stamos probably goes to like 16 people. Oh yeah. That when he sits down, it's like the Marquis de Sade. He just sits down and like 14 people just come, start powdering him up. You know what I mean? Injecting him with, I'm not going to say the word, injecting him with something that looks like Bloody Mary mix. That keeps you young.
He's got a glam squad.
He's got a glam squad. Me, I was like, can you cut my hair? And she was like, yeah. And I went and sat on an ottoman by the fireplace. And my mother-in-law cut my hair for free. So, you know, times have changed. Times have changed. Now, where do you go to you got good hair. Where do you go to get your hair cut?
Prestige Barbershop.
In Long Island?
Yeah, right there on Main Street in Farmingdale.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my Dominicans.
Shout out to the Dominicans. The Dominicans on that joint?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do a good job.
Yeah, they do a good job.
That's a good hairstyle for you, too.
Thank you.
Did you ever used to rock it like lower? You should keep it like that.
Lower when I was like fatter.
Yeah.
But like I grew it out because, you know, came into my own.
You came into your own as a man, as a 24-year-old man, as old as Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mackenzie. Do you think Mackenzie's dated a black guy?
Probably.
Yeah. Do you think that's why her mother put gum in her hair?
Probably.
Probably.
She probably got caught shooting craps with Michael Brown.
Yeah.
His brother said, I'm not going to stand for this.
on the border of Ferguson and whatever other side of the tracks Mackenzie was from. Yeah. Because someone with the name Mackenzie who has a mother, I would assume anyone who has the name Mackenzie's mother would not be happy about them dating Michael Brown.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so I would say maybe she put a little gum in her hair and then kicked her down the stairs. Anyway, so Pope Francis, he's just, this is ironic. They canceled Galileo, threw him into, what was it? What do you call that? Exile, where he died, right? And all Galileo said was that the sun revolved around the earth. Imagine you came up in a time. People think they have it hard now, right? Because you can't say certain things, You can't say certain things. It ain't so bad. Imagine you grew up at a time where they would essentially kill you, take away your freedom if you suggested that the earth did not revolve, the sun did not revolve around the earth. That it wasn't. That's wild, dude. It also shows you like the danger of being like telling the truth in the different eras. It's always like people don't like the truth. No. I don't like the truth. The truth is like it's a buzzkill. It's not lit. It's a little boomer.
People want confirmation, not information.
Yeah, I mean the truth is very boomer, dog. That's the thing. That's where I get with the kids. Like, when someone's like, "Hey, I'm this. Call me this. Call me them," and I'm like, "But I only see one of yous," and I'm going like, "Wait, I'm just being a boomer, dog. Just say hello, guys, when you see them, If I see one person, they say, call me them, I'm like, what's up, guys? Just say what's up, guys. It's funner. Lies are funner, generally. When I look back at the girls that I dated and stuff like that, the ones that were liars, those are the ones, I got to look at the live chat and see who's commenting. Those were always fun ones. Not necessarily the most healthy, but, a Snickers bar ain't that healthy either. But it tastes damn good.
Yes, it does.
And you can't go your whole life without a Snickers bar. You can't eat cauliflower your whole life. I'm sorry. If you're just spending your whole life eating fucking beetroot extract, Jared, you got to get yourself a fucking Snickers bar once in a while.
Yeah, you got to have some fun.
Yeah, you got to have some fun. So, I'll be looking forward to Pope Francis's podcast coming out soon.
On Gas Digital?
On Gas Digital, about how cancel culture is really ruining the vibe. I mean, can you imagine going to see a sermon by the Pope and he's talking about cancel culture? If he starts bringing up Shane Gillis, he starts going, one thing that really I thought was wrong was that Shane Gillis should have been on SNL. And you're like, Pope, dog, everyone here is eating their shoes.
He see a sermon from the Pope and he has to take a break so HelloFresh could advertise.
Yeah. It's like, yo, dog, we're eating our shoes here. Instead of talking about cancel culture, can you just sell 1/10 of the Catholic Church's property in Washington, D.C.? The Catholic Church is the second biggest landowner in Washington, D.C., the most powerful city in the world still for a couple more years. A lot of people don't know that. First biggest owner is obviously the federal government. The second biggest landowner in Washington, D.C. is the Catholic Church. So, they take all those donations, those tax-free donations, and they just redistribute it to the poor. If by poor you mean real estate agents and property owners that they bought it from, to continue to make what you call a tax-free profit. Because if you're the second biggest landowner in D.C., I don't see that many churches in D.C. I don't think there's that many parishers. I'm sure a few of those are what you call Airbnb buildings. How funny would that be if you stayed in Airbnb that's owned by the Catholic Church? I'm sure we all have,